Cecil, I've decided to forgive you.
For what?
For what you said.
What did I say?
Oh, Cecil, don't try and pretend you didn't insult me.
I didn't insult you.
Cecil, you did. You said that... Well, you said things about my uncle.
Well, that's all right. That's not your fault.
Then you didn't really mean them, did you, Cecil?
You mean when I said he was fat?
Yes, that and other things.
Well, what do I have to do now?
Well, you can take all those things back.
Even if I did take them back, he'd still be fat. I couldn't stop that.
Now, Cecil, Uncle Thomas is just a little plump.
All right. Call it what you want to.
You said a lot of other things that weren't very nice.
Well, it's not my fault that they weren't nice. I can't help it if your uncle looks like he does.
That's all right, Cecil. I'll forgive you.
Suit yourself.
Now, don't you think you ought to say that you're sorry for the things you said about Uncle Thomas?
Well, most of them were true.
Well, you said that your aunt wouldn't have Uncle Thomas on a bet.
Well, all right. I'll take that back.
That's right, Cecil. I knew you were big.
She might have him on a bet, if the bet were big enough.
Well, yeah, sure, of course. What do you mean, Cecil?
Well, you said that your uncle wouldn't have my aunt if she were the last woman on earth.
Oh, Cecil, I didn't say that.
You did, too. As if she'd weep about it.
Oh, but, Cecil, you must have misunderstood.
Oh, I can't understand English.
Did I say she wouldn't have him if he were the last man on earth?
You sure did.
Goodness, I wonder where I read that. Now, let me see.
Well, I heard you anyhow.
Well, Cecil, if I said that, I meant something else.
What? Is that a new way of saying, see you tomorrow?
Now, Cecil, you see, you looked at it wrong. That was really a compliment.
Oh, yes. The last woman on earth would be about your uncle's speed.
Now, Cecil, let's don't say any more mean things.
That's not mean. You looked at it wrong.
Well, Cecil, I can explain what I said about your aunt. Why, I wouldn't insult your dear aunt for the world.
Would a bet interest you?
Why, when I said that Uncle Thomas wouldn't have her if she were the last woman on earth, I didn't mean that. I meant that... Well, it's like this now. Are you following me, Cecil?
Yes. Stay in the neighborhood.
Well, I'll explain it so you'll see that it was really a compliment.
This ought to be good.
Yes, it should. I mean, no. It's like this, you see. Well, if your aunt were the last person on earth, well, she would be the last woman left, wouldn't she? See?
Did it take you long to find that out?
Yes, so you see, well, she would be very popular then, wouldn't she?
Who with? Your uncle as the last man?
No. Now, wait, Cecil, and I'll show you. You see, I said that Uncle Thomas wouldn't marry your aunt if she were the last woman on earth. Well, I meant that this way, that, are you listening, Cecil?
Go ahead, you mean what?
I mean that he wouldn't have her, not because he wouldn't think that she was the best woman on earth, but that he'd want her to find someone better.
Yeah, and he's the last one left.
Oh, no, Cecil, I didn't say that. I said that if she were the last woman, not Uncle Thomas the last man, see?
Well, all right. Pick up the marbles.
Cecil, how can you be so calm when a big event is going to take place soon?
Well, I'm telling you.
Cecil, remember what the poet said. He who laughs last, laughs last. I'll show you I know what I'm going to do.
Well, you'll never be able to find out about the picture unless you ask your uncle.
If at first you don't succeed, you remember the story about the spider, don't you?
Yeah. He said, come into my parlor.
No. He tried to build whatever it is that spiders build, and every time he'd fail, he'd try and try again.
Yeah, and that's just what you're doing. You're building a web that's going to get us all into trouble. It'll make my aunt mad, and it'll make your uncle sore, too.
No, Cecil, I know how to handle him. Remember, soft words sootheth the savage breast.
Have you got a book on old sayings that you're reading?
No, I just have a good memory. I remember all the clever sayings that I hear. They come in handy sometimes.
Well, try and get them straight.
Well, a miss is as good as a mile, just so I get the idea.
I don't guess you've ever heard anything about letting well enough let it alone.
Oh, Cecil, is that from Kipling?
It's from the shoulder. And that means this picture thing.
Cecil, it's my duty to see Uncle Thomas made happy. Opportunity knocketh but once.
Well, opportunity knocked at my aunt's door long before I was born. And what you hear is the old gray-headed echo.
No, Cecil. Love doesn't grow old. Not that kind.
What does it do? Get all mildewed and green?
Cecil, you shouldn't mock at the most beautiful thing in life.
Oh, Sally, you give me a pain. I'm going on home. I should have gone before I came over here.
Well, Cecil, I want you to know that I'm not mad at you.
Thanks. I can sleep now.
Because I'm going to be very good after this. I'm going to be all Uncle Thomas wants me to be.
Why the sudden decision to be an angel?
That's why I don't mind all the things you've said to me. I know that underneath you don't mean them. I forgive you.
Thanks. If it makes you happy, I'll think up something so you can forgive me some more and have a good forgiving time.
Cecil, you ought to look at things like I do. There's so much good in the worst of us, and so much bad in the best of us.
Oh, holy mackerel, where did you get that?
That's what Uncle Thomas says. It's in a frame.
It sounds like your uncle, too.
It's in the Bible, too. I remember. That's why it's a good thing to remember.
I'll admit I haven't got all the brains that you have, but that isn't in the Bible. I know one or two things yet.
Oh, yes, Cecil, that's in the Bible. There's so much good in the best of us, and so much worse in the best of us. I know it by heart.
It's not in the Bible.
Oh, yes, Cecil, I know.
Sally, you're so smart. I'll just bet you $1,000 that isn't in the Bible.
Oh, yes, Cecil. There's so much bad in the most of us, and, Cecil, I'll prove it to you. There's a Bible right here on the table.
All right. I just want to take you down a peg. Come on. All right, now show it to me.
This is Uncle Thomas's Bible. It has everything.
Right here. Take it. Now show me where it is. Show me. Where does it say that?
Now, don't rush me. It's in here someplace. It'll just take a little time.
That's all right. I'll stay all night to show you up.
Now, let's see. There's so much good, so much good.
Watch out, you're dropping some things out of the Bible. Watch out, Sally.
Oh, that's just some old things Uncle Thomas keeps in there. Pick them up, will you please, Cecil?
Oh, all right. You would drop them on it. Here, take them. Right here. Hey, wait. Look. Sally, look.
What is it, Cecil? Let me have it. Oh, Cecil, it's a picture like the one your aunt has. It's the same one. It's the bricklayer boy in Uncle Thomas's Bible. Oh, goodness, look at my handshake. Take it, Cecil. Hide it.